Oh, what is going on with that? So, can't really stay out here too long. It smells horribly of paint, but I figured I'd go ahead and get up part 2 going here. Got a fan trying to get some of the paint fumes out of here. So, it's showing you what I've got going on. So I think I showed these, maybe I didn't. These are the tag light, the tag lights. So it holds the light. So these are finished. I did the black in the center, and then I did one single coat of the lens tint, and that is how dark that got. Just that one coat right there. The bolts that go in here, I gave the heads a quick coat of black, just to make them look a little better. They were kind of rusty. So here's this one, unmasked. You can kind of see how nice everything pretty much turned out on this. I think I'm going to have to go in here with a toothbrush or something on that, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. Let me just pick it up right quick and show you what it looks like. Looks pretty good. Kind of see the remnants of that sticker, even though I sanded it. That's okay. Kind of hard to hold it like this, but there you go. There's just some angles at the top there. Still a little bit tacky, not too bad. It's been about 3 hours since I painted these. Let me show you the finished product. So that right there is what we're after. Get up here in the light a little bit. So when you really look at it, you can still see the white, yellow, and red, which is good. Now, I want to say something really quick. This is one coat of that lens tint. I didn't want it to be this dark, but it should be okay. It's going to look really good on the back of the car. I still got to get some more of those. AC unit just turned on. Some more of those plastic nuts to go on there. I got a couple buddies that have 3rd gens, and I think he might have some. Someone's got to have some somewhere laying around. So, little wonky right there in that spot, but that's okay. You can see it's not even the gloss there, but that should be just fine. I did go over the entire thing with the tint, just to make it like glossy and protected. That's why I did the black first, of course. Plus, you don't want to tape over paint. I don't care what anyone says. You could literally have that sitting out here for a week and put tape on it, and you'd probably peel some off. So, just didn't take the risk. Just did the black first, and then the smoke. So, yeah, it looks really good on the red. Not so much on the yellow or the white, or the black down here, but looks really good. So I just wanted to show you what you're going to be expecting from this stuff. This is dry, but you obviously don't want to touch that until it's set here for a couple of days. Sorry I'm not really installing these in the video. I'll be uploading another video in a couple of days on all the wiring and stuff like that I've been doing to the 83 Camaro. Haven't really done a whole lot of uploads on it. So I'll do a video on it and I'll show these installed, but I'm going to have to clean behind them pretty well first, which ain't no big deal. I can do that really quick. But I want to replace all the bulbs, because this car is eventually going to be on the road and driving. So while the lights are off now, I'd rather go ahead and do all the bulbs. No big deal. So I want to kind of show you my process on how I painted the lens tint on there, because I know this is probably the hardest part, other than the masking off, is getting a consistent, even finish on these. So like I said, I sanded these very, very lightly with dry 600 grit sandpaper. And the reason why I did it dry is, in the past I have used soap water, and if you don't get the soap residue off 100%, it can actually cause issues with your paint sticking. And now there's rain dropping off the tree onto the top of the roof. But anyways, caused a lot of issues doing that. So I've been, for small stuff like this where it doesn't really need much material removed, I'm just trying to get a tackier surface for the paint. Just doing it dry real quick. is the key to it. And obviously I did everything that got paint or will get paint, I did touch with the sandpaper dry. So I can't paint it right here, so I'm going to move it over here, because obviously, like I was doing, I can't hold it and paint it at the same time. Let's see if it'll stay on this box or not. I wonder if we remove one of these boxes. Paint it on just the header box. There we go. Sorry about that. But now we should be good to at least get the lens tint on this section, which you want to be like, go from here to here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the bottom, the top, and then I'll probably start from here, come in and work my way down and around. And this is going to be a single coat of the lens tint, because you can see that's one coat on that, and that was clear white before. So, and that one's one coat. So one coat of this stuff on it and done. If you want to go darker, you can. I wouldn't go any darker than that. It's actually darker than what I wanted, like I said. I'd recommend going with the VHT knot shade or whatever they call it. I wouldn't recommend this stuff that much unless you're really wanting them to be that dark or darker. Like I said, it's taillights, man. They still gotta work. So gotta get her mixed up here. So I moved it out a little bit so I can get some better access to this, because I'm not gonna be able to pick it up while I'm filming. But like I said, sorry if this sucks. This footage is gonna suck, but I'm gonna have to really concentrate on what I'm doing with this whole process, because this stuff right here, if it's not an even consistent wet coat, it will look like trash. There's the top. There's the bottom done. So I'm watching the light, and I'm just looking for a consistent wet coat. And since I'm still in the black here, it's not going to really matter how dark it gets. This is when I'm going to switch positions, because obviously I'm going to have to come around the bottom here. Consistent wet coat. And we should get the same results on this one as we did the other one. There we go. You see that's one single wet coat. And that should be, I know I did this a little bit on that one, so let's do the same thing here. Just make sure we got decently even coverage here. No, we should be good. That we should be good. There, we should be good. Wow. So I'm going to let this thing cure, set up a little bit for a minute, and then we'll compare the two and see what kind of color difference we have. Because obviously we're going to have a little bit of color difference because they're not the same. That looks pretty darn good to me, guys. What do y'all think? Now, that isn't cured up enough, and this is pretty much dry. And that will get a little bit darker, but you can tell it's pretty darn close. I like it. Yeah, these things are gonna look really good. If y'all haven't seen the, if you guys haven't seen the DSCZ that Detroit Speed and Engineering did, let me walk out of here right quick. It's bad. But if you haven't seen the IROC that DSCZ did, which I don't know why you haven't. If you're watching this video on 3rd gens, y'all need to be watching that video on that build series. Hoonigan did a video on it. That was a nice car. That's what I dream my car to look like one day. That's why I'm steady working on little stuff. Got another car or truck, one or the other, sitting over here. Can't show you yet. I'll show you in another video. But it's got a shifter in it. It's got a shifter I want to put in my car, so I'm thinking about pulling it out of it and replacing it later on down the road, because that's going to be a long-term project, and I'll show you why in the next video. But yeah, that's it. I'll show you guys in another video of the taillights installed, and maybe I can give you an idea. I'll put a battery in it right quick and show you guys what the taillights look like when they're on and everything. So thanks for watching this video. It's part 2 of 2, so I'm out. I don't know what I'm doing with my hand.